I teach a course on failure at HBS, and it's really remarkable to take a bunch of really successful people and expose them to failure. What's interesting about that is it actually does make them more resilient. And so I do think there's a real asset in this game that is so fraught with failure and things, more importantly probably, that feel like failure but aren't quite failure yet. And overcoming those moments and finding the resilience to keep fighting is the biggest asset of an entrepreneur. There's no question at this point that AI is going to drive a revolution in how this world works in a much faster and more dramatic way than our prior industrial revolutions. On the one hand, there's incredible opportunity, but I'm deeply worried about the disparity between the development of this technology and the accessibility and integration and utility of this technology across our industries. And so figuring out how do we create a role for humanity in this next generation of technology, to me feels like the most important problem that we can be working on. How do we evolve these massive industries given the technical change that is happening and is not going to stop? What is our role in that new world, and how do we bring this society and our industries and our companies along for that journey? And we are at a moment in time where we need innovation at a massive scale more than ever. And I think we're at it's a really interesting test for us right now if we're going to be able to rise to that challenge and overcome what has probably been some complacency of a century of relative peace and stability in the world, and really figure out how are we going to ensure that the next century is as or more prosperous and calm and peaceful as the last.